All right, this is MobileGamerNerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only run video. So today we are going to be talking about Sorath the Ice Spider. He is the final boss of the normal Doom Tower rotation, and yeah, he's annoying. And let's find out why. So Sorath, what's his deal? Why do you have trouble with him? Well, it's because you can't kill him if he's not on fire. Or the other option is you can block revive him. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be a little bit tougher. I have shown him in my Doom Tower video, so if you're interested in seeing a lower tier version of this fight, you can go into my playlist and you can look at Doom Tower rotations. I did full rotations on each one, so there's one for every rotation. So if you're having issues and problems trying to get through something, you can look at that. However, this is for a little bit more advanced version. Not too advanced. It's not like the craziest team in the world. Yes, it's going to take some time to get some of these heroes, but other than that, it's all heroes that everyone will get eventually. So if you're having issues now trying to beat it and you're tired of just kind of watching the fight and being annoyed and having to actually manual it, then this would be a better fight because you can actually just kind of put it on auto and go to bed. All right, so I'll show you what they're about and how they're built and everything. But basically, you've got Drex in here for HP burns, and you've got Akoth in here for HP burns. Both of them can light everybody on fire, and Akoth is really good because he can actually shield the team, which is very nice. You've got Apothecary who can speed the team up. We've got Accuracy as our lead because we want to make sure that all the burns land, we want to make sure that all the debuffs land, and possibly even a smite from Syl. Syl is great because she can stun waves and she can revive, and she's got speed down and all that other stuff. Very good. And Armiger's there as your backup to the HP burn. Now, more than likely, everything's going to be on fire most of the fight. Let's just start and see how it goes. We're going to take it off super because we don't want super fights. Start. Now, hopefully those two will keep the spider on fire for the whole time, and if they don't, you have Armiger as your backup to block revive. Now, you could manual this fight if you're having trouble because your team is not strong enough. Maybe they're not built yet. That is fine. You can still get through the fight. You just won't be able to auto it like we're doing right now. What you would do in that scenario is you would focus one spider with Armiger dropping turn meter every single turn, and having Syl drop turn meter every single turn, and just keep one spider from doing anything, essentially, the baby spider. And once that's done, eventually you're going to get that spider down to almost no HP, and at that point you come in with Armiger and you block revive. Why are you doing that? Is it necessary? Is it necessary? No. But if the spider happens to revive, it's going to revive the two baby spiders, and then your fight's going to be 30 to 40 minutes long. You're going to be really annoyed, and you're going to get mad at yourself, and you're going to cry. I mean, I don't know if you're going to cry. I cried. I cried a little. I cry every night. What am I talking about? I just sit in bed and cry. But that's not true. I don't really do that. I mean, I whimper. But basically, that's it. That's the whole point. And then you go to the little other baby spider. You do the same exact thing, and then at least that way, if you screw up on the boss, you're not going to have to fight the ads again. Now, you can provoke them with Drex, which is nice so that the baby spiders don't really bother you so much. That smite is going to be a great addition to this. Really, the whole goal here is to make sure that that spider is on fire when it dies, or that it gets block revived. Now, the good news is that when, say, he's going to do a lot of damage there, Armiger, he just did 300,000 damage. He's going to do a ton of damage when the spider's turn meter is low. Because, low, because he has to, otherwise he's going to use his turn meter reduction, which is annoying, but you know what, it is what it is. So if sometimes you may have to just consider putting it as his priority. That is an option. I didn't do any setup for this fight. Everybody is exactly as they are on their auto AI. So it's not necessary, but you can probably kill the spider a lot faster if you put Armiger's HP attack, basically his the block revive attack, on as his priority, because then he's just going to use it all the time. You will get hit with the spider a little bit more, but you know what, it is what it is. Who the hell cares, right? Technically speaking, this team should be able to survive. They're all defensive heroes. Literally all of them are defensive. Apothecary is not technically defensive, but he's built defensively, so he is a defense hero in my book. I have a book and I wrote it down, and he is 100% a defense hero. So yeah, as you can see, they're doing pretty good. They're making short work of this guy. As long as the spider's on fire, he's not gonna do as much damage too, and he won't use some of his skills, I believe. Either way, you want him on fire as much as possible. The little baby spiders don't even really matter if you can block, revive, kill the boss, or if you can make sure he's on fire when you kill him. This is going to be a lot better than my first run through. If you've watched the video for the Doom Tower series, I actually did this with the starting 5, I believe, and it was slow moving and terrible. And I think the only difference was in the beginning is I brought in Coffin Smasher because he has the HP burn. It was terrible. I actually had to put him in a HP burn. Sorry, not HP burn. I actually had to put him into a set that had accuracy on the chest, which I never do because his accuracy was so low that he was never landing the fire. So you're going to want to make sure his accuracy is somewhere in that 200 plus range. Otherwise, that burn is not going to last. If you have someone like Mordecai, that could work. If you have anyone, Ardak, he's got burns. So these are heroes that you will have, hopefully, if you haven't been playing for as long as I have. Because Akoth's going to take you a while. It's at least 2 Doom Tower rotation heroes. So figure you're looking at least 3 months 4 months technically, per hero. So yeah, you might be looking at about 8 months to get Akoth. But Drex you can get within 3 or 4 months. So that's an option. And more than likely, you're not here anyway if you've been playing for only 3 or 4 months. So that shouldn't really affect you. But as you can see, they're doing pretty well. Our first time doing this, it took us, I think, 20 minutes. So don't think that this is going to happen overnight. And yeah, you will have a terrible fight. If you've built Armiger, which at this point you probably have. If not, I would get on it because he's definitely a great hero to have in these kinds of fights. But yeah, you will definitely take a long time. But this is going pretty well. We're already almost at the end here. You could just put it on auto, and if you're scared because your team's not that great, it's you could just take it off auto. That's an option. We're going to find out if these guys are going to handle it. I have put it on auto and just walked away, and they won. So honestly, this is the first time I've actually watched the fight as it progressed. But now he's got HP burn on him for 2 turns, but he took it off because he's a jerk. That's the problem, is he likes to take it off. Hopefully what happens here is that the damage gets so low on one of the baby spiders that Armiger will just decide to kill one. You never know. Who the hell knows? But he is on fire now, so hopefully we get either a smite or something else going on. Laid to rest is always good. Luckily, he's got a lot of HP in the sense, so like even when you're this close to killing him, it's not terrible. All right, so now we're down to the wire here. Will it happen is the question. Hopefully. There you go. Block revive, and he's on fire. So there you go. 5-minute fight. Not the end of the world. Not the best fight, but not the worst fight. I've had way worse. As you can see, Akoth is a freaking HP burn beast. He did 10 million damage, which is awesome. Armiger pulled out the 2.7. He would do more if you switched him into block revive attack, and you would have a great time with him. So yeah, let's take a look at their builds real quick. Nothing here is real crazy. All right. Champions. Here we go. So let's look at everybody. Drex is probably the most powerful one as far as power goes. He's in an lifesteal set. He does have a defense plate chest. He's got crit rate on his glove, and he has a speed boot, I believe. Yes. We do have defense on his ring. We have defense on his amulet, and we have resistance on his banner. You could do an accuracy banner if you were worried about his accuracy, but to be honest, I've never had an issue with him. I'm not really using him for his provokes, and we use him for more stuff where we want him to not get turned into a stunned bastard. All right, Syl. She is in a relentless set, so we get her to get more turns. Mainly, it's just defense. She's got defense on her glove. She's got defense on her chest, which is actually a flat stat. Should be better. Speed boot. We've got her in a defense ring, a crit damage amulet, and an accuracy banner because we need those stuns to really make it happen. Skills are all maxed. She's got blessing on her brimstone. Oh, blessing on her brimstone. She's got brimstone as her blessing. There's a quick look at her error. I'm a mess today. That's a quick look at her masteries. This is Drex's masteries. I didn't show his. All right, and his skills are all maxed. He's got Ward of the Fallen blessing. That can be whatever you want. If you want to give him more damage, go ahead. I just put that on him because it seemed to work and it gave him more defense. And then we've got our other heroes. Apothecary, all skills max, Carapace blessing, masteries, if you want to see, down to Giant Slayer. Artifacts, he's got mostly speed stuff going on here. Tons of speed on him. He's got a defense glove, I believe. Yeah, defense glove. He's got defense on his chest, and he's got speed on the boots. He has a defense ring, a defense amulet, and a defense banner. We just want him defensive. He doesn't need anything. You could put resist on him if you want. It'll boost his power real nice, and he won't get stunned. But my resist is already over 200. So I would consider it later on, but right now it's fine. We don't need to worry about it. All right, who was the other one on the team? We've got Armiger right here. Boom. All right. He is in a HP regen set because we want him to be able to keep healing himself back up. That's why I do it, but it's mostly defense. He's got a crit rate glove because he needs to crit to do his skills. He's got defense on his chest, and he's got speed on his boots. We've got defense, and accuracy. Accuracy is needed on him because you want him to land his turn meter reduction, so it's very important that you do it. Skills, he is maxed, obviously, very easy to max him. These are his masteries that we have him set up in, War Master setup, and then down into the side range. Akoth was the other one. I forgot him. Here we go. Akoth. I don't know how he does so much damage. 55,000 power. I like him. He's also in lifesteal because he is a tank. We want him to heal himself back up. He does have more speed gear as well. We have him in a crit rate glove, a defense chest, and speed boots. Most of these builds are basically the same. Defense on his ring. He's got crit damage on his amulet, and he's got accuracy on his banner because we want those burns going off. He actually has pretty high accuracy, to be honest. He's like, what is he? He's literally at 300 accuracy. I believe Syl is the only one that's higher than him. I think she's around 350, sorry. So, yeah, they've got pretty high accuracy on those guys because they need to have it. It's very important. All right, so that's the team for Sorath the Ice Spider. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know, what you're thinking. If you're having trouble, I can kind of walk you through. But like I said, if you're looking for early game strategy on this fight, I would highly recommend that you go over to the dungeon playlist and look at my Doom Tower rotations because that's when I was just kind of showing you how to beat them. I was like, this is how I beat it. It's not the best fight in the world. Some of these fights take forever, but we got through them. And that's what that video is for. This video is more for a more advanced version and letting you know that you can beat it pretty quickly and auto with heroes that you can just acquire from playing the game for a while. All right. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. Very important. I'll be doing more Doom Tower videos with these heroes for this week and next week. So if you're interested in that, you're going to see a lot of Doom Tower this week. All right. So this is Doom Tower. This is Sorath, the Ice Spider. And this is Mobile Gamer Nerd. You guys take care.